Hello everyone. So today with the continuation of cholesterol synthesis, now we come to the regulation of cholesterol synthesis. How the cholesterol synthesis is regulated. So in this video we will see how cholesterol synthesis is regulated. Now before that we can see that what are the sources of cholesterol. So there are exogenous sources also and endogenous sources also. Exogenous sources are which we take in our diet, whereas endogenous which are produced in our body. This is cholesterol synthesis. So we will see the regulation of this cholesterol. Now structure of cholesterol. Structure of cholesterol, already we have seen that there are 27 carbons, one OH at the third carbon, and double bond at 5 and 6, and methyl group at 9 at 19 one, this 18 at 17, or you can say 18, 21 and 25 and 26 and 27. So there are 5 methyl groups here. Then we come to the biosynthesis of cholesterol. How biosynthesis takes place? It takes place in 6 processes, or 6 main steps are there. First, it is the synthesis of HMG coenzyme A from acetyl coenzyme A. Second, then mevalonate is synthesized from HMG coenzyme A. Then isoprenoid unit is synthesized. Then squalene 30 carbon compound is synthesized. From squalene, then cyclization occurs, and that is lenosterol. And then finally cholesterol is synthesized. The first this HMG coenzyme A synthase, it converts acetoacetyl coenzyme A to HMG coenzyme A. This HMG coenzyme A reductase, it is rate limiting enzyme, and it regulates this reaction. This HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme is regulated by 7 mechanism. That is, the cholesterol synthesis is regulated by 7 this mechanism. The first one is feedback inhibition. Second, it is inhibition of cholesterol synthesis by cholesterol derived from lipoproteins. Then the cholesterol is regulated by hormonal regulation. Then inhibition of cholesterol synthesis by bile acids. Then modulation of cholesterol synthesis by dietary fats, and fasting or starvation condition, and inhibition by drugs. Now feedback inhibition. The feedback inhibition of this enzyme is regulated. So the cholesterol synthesis is regulated by end product cholesterol. If it is increase in the synthesis of cholesterol takes place, then this cholesterol itself, it inhibits the HMG coenzyme A reductase to stop the cholesterol synthesis. When the intracellular concentration of cholesterol increases, cholesterol itself inhibits the activity of HMG coenzyme A reductase by promoting the degradation of enzyme and suppressing the transcription of its gene. Then inhibition, second method of regulation, that is inhibition of cholesterol synthesis by cholesterol derived from lipoprotein. The intracellular cholesterol, which is derived from breakdown of chylomicron remnants and LDL, is internalized by liver, decreases the hepatic synthesis of cholesterol by suppressing the transcription of HMG coenzyme A reductase. Then the third is hormonal regulation. So hormonal regulation, you see, the HMG coenzyme A reductase, it is found in two convertible forms, that is dephosphorylated and phosphorylated. So dephosphorylated is active form and phosphorylated is inactive form. So different hormones, they convert this ATP into cyclic AMP involving a series of reactions. Hormone insulin and thyroxine increases the synthesis of cholesterol by stimulating the activity of HMG coenzyme A reductase. But glucagon, cortisol, epinephrine decreases the synthesis of cholesterol by causing the cyclic AMP dependent phosphorylation of enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase. Now by the see how it is happening. So HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme is responsible for the conversion of HMG coenzyme A to mevalonate, and this mevalonate then finally synthesizes cholesterol. So this step is rate limiting step. It is regulated by hormones like thyroid hormone, insulin, glucagon, and corticosteroid hormones. So thyroid insulin, it it stimulates protein phosphatase, enzyme protein phosphatase. This protein phosphatase enzyme is responsible for the conversion of inactive HMG coenzyme A reductase to active HMG coenzyme A reductase. When this enzyme is active, it increases the synthesis of HMG coenzyme A into mevalonate. Whereas the other hormone, that is glucagon, it induces the protein kinase, that is phosphorylation reaction. It converts the active HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme from active to inactive. So it makes it inactive and hence it reduces the synthesis, hence stops the synthesis of cholesterol. So in this way these hormones regulate. Whereas you can see glucocorticoid hormone, it reduces the activity by repression method by HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme, and through SREBP it also reduces or affects the HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme and reduces the active. So by repression, since HMG coenzyme A reductase activity is reduced by this through SREBP. SREBP is, you know, its full form is sterol regulatory element binding proteins. So this regulates this activity of HMG coenzyme A reductase, and in this way these hormones, so glucocorticoid, glucagon, epinephrine, these all hormones, they reduce the activity of HMG coenzyme A reductase, and finally the synthesis of cholesterol is reduced or stopped. So, and inducing or stimulating hormones are thyroid hormone and insulin. They increase the activity of protein phosphatase, that is dephosphorylated processor, and indirectly this converts the inactive HMG coenzyme A into active HMG coenzyme A, and converting HMG coenzyme A into mevalonate, and that finally will synthesize cholesterol. So in this way cholesterol hormonal regulation of cholesterol. Number 4, that is inhibition of cholesterol synthesis by bile acid. So bile acid inhibits HMG coenzyme A reductase activity for the synthesis of cholesterol. So if more and more bile acids are produced, then HMG coenzyme A reductase activity is lowered. Then the 5th method, that is modulation of cholesterol synthesis by dietary fats. By high intake of cholesterol in diet decreases the cholesterol synthesis in liver, whereas intake of saturated fat like butter, beef, this all increases the cholesterol synthesis in liver and thus raises the serum cholesterol level. Now the 6th one, that is fasting or starvation. During fasting and starvation, endogenous synthesis of cholesterol is reduced as the diversion of HMG coenzyme A to ketone body occurs. So during starvation, ketone bodies are synthesized, so HMG coenzyme A is converting into ketone bodies. It synthesizes ketone bodies rather than cholesterol. Then nutritional regulation, of course the same it is. During starvation, cholesterol synthesis is decreased due to reduced activity of enzyme. Hepatic synthesis is inhibited by dietary cholesterol. Increase caloric intake stimulate cholesterol synthesis by increasing the availability of acetyl coenzyme A and NADPH. Now, the inhibition by drugs. 7. Certain drugs such as compactin, atorvastatin, and lovastatin. These are hypolipidemic drugs which reduces the serum cholesterol level in patients with hypercholesteremia. So the person who are hypercholesteremia, who whose level is more than 250 milligram per deciliter, then they take this, doctor prescribes these drugs which reduces the cholesterol level, so which reduces the synthesis of cholesterol. These drugs are competitive inhibitor of the enzyme of HMG coenzyme A reductase and thus causes irreversible inhibition of cholesterol biosynthesis. So thank you very much for, to understand more better, before this video, please watch the cholesterol synthesis also. That will make you to understand better. And if you like my videos, please do share, subscribe and like it. Thank you very much.